So here we... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this matchup right here between Creator.Prime. He is in the Red Trunks playing Protoss to the southwest of this particular map, which is of course the Entombed Valley, versus his opponent. It is MVP.Sniper. He is in the Purple Trunks playing Zerg to the northwest.
And Entombed Valley is usually a more Protoss, not really favored map, but more Protoss happy map, I suppose you could call it. As if you look at other maps like Daybreak, for example, they're like, oh no, I'm not playing this map again. But this map is something which Protoss player and Creator will feel very happy on. It's an easy map to take a natural, it's an easy map to take a third base. The question is his opponent going to sit back and be passive and just play a longer drawn out game, or is he going to take the game to his opponent and play a little bit more aggressive on this kind of map?
Question indeed. Plan on going down on the lower ground already here for Creator.Prime. Doesn't necessarily mean a Forge fast expand. We've actually been seeing gateways on lower ground. We've been seeing Nexus before Forge. So it'll be interesting to see what we actually get from Creator.Prime initially. There goes another Chrono Boost, of course, into the Nexus. No sign one way or the other just yet. Creator.Prime gets the quick scout on his opponent. Overlord already over halfway across.
Yeah, and I mean, he's actually got quite a few probes queued up at the moment inside the Nexus, and ideally as a Protoss player, you'd love to go Nexus first, and with such an early probe scout here, seeing down a 15 pool, he's like, excellent, that's really good news, so we probably will go Nexus first here. Even though he has waypointed down the Nexus, he may grab the Forge early on as well, because it's not like his opponent, I mean, they are still in close positions, natural to natural, and that's the more safer option to do so here, to get that Forge down, but still the Nexus will immediately follow anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. There goes the Forge. Overlord will see that pretty much immediately. Not a huge amount that he can do from this point. The Forge is nice and safe, so I wouldn't expect anything crazy to be coming just yet. There's got a pylon block coming in here from Creator.Prime, so that's a nice little sneaky thing to do there.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons actually that he did go Forge. It completely eluded my mind for a second, is that if you do go Nexus first, you can't afford to throw down a pylon like that.
Yeah.
And on this map, there are rocks in between the bases, so it's actually pretty frustrating for the Zerg player. So that makes absolutely perfect sense from Creator to go Forge into pylon block, into Nexus, then cannon here. And that pylon is like a double-edged sword, because not only does it hurt your money, it also allows you to build probes, even though you shouldn't have a pylon at this stage of the game, so it's actually really nice.
Yeah, the pylon will eventually go down. Usually, of course, creates a short supply block one way or the other, which is what's coming there. And pylon are now immediately following up to clean that out. But 6 Zerglings out on the field already, and there's really not a lot he can do with those Zerglings. There's already a photon cannon up, attempting to force his way through there. I mean, he could get a couple of Zerglings through, sure. The question is, what can he really do with it? Currently, there is a gap in the wall that would allow it to happen, but Prime's gonna spot that immediately and then drop down a pylon if he needs to.
Exactly, and if he needs to, he will, and it's easily blocked off, so it's a big waste of lings there, and that's what he's idly waiting for here, so not really going to work, but there are 3 hatcheries down for his opponent. There's a pylon block, actually, coming down by Creator, realizes that he doesn't really need to do it, he can have a probe in hold position there instead now, and absolutely it's completely cleared out, but his opponent has gone 3 bases, and Creator knows it too. He knows there's 3 bases with that probe out there that has been scouting. Now is the decision, what do you do, Creator? What are you going to show us?
Exactly, and more often than not in this situation, although we're not going to be getting it here by the looks of it, we would see, say, +1 Zealot pressure. Also possible to go Stargate from this position. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different options available. He's not actually researching a +1 upgrade, so it tends to lead a faster Stargate most likely here. It can be still Robo or something, but look, he's saving up minerals now, or gas, sorry. So right now he has an option, and there it actually is going to be +1. So he waited to get the Sentry out first, which is the safer option, and then he gets +1. Now the options are even more wide open, but with 6 minutes, 3rd and 4th gases, he's basically saying he's not doing any early pressure, no 4 gate early on or something like that. He's actually going to be going straight for a tech here, most likely going to be Robo.
Yeah, spotted immediately, actually, by Sniper there. He's got an Overlord in great position, so he sees those 2 gas going down immediately on the bottom there. He also has another Overlord in position. He doesn't know about the gas on the main as of yet. We have seen some tricky maneuvers lately where gas has been taken on the natural but not on the main to give the illusion that there's 4 gas, when in reality it's 2 base, say, 2 gas pressure. But there is an Overlord in position that could check very easily.
Yeah, I mean, he's completely fine at the moment. I mean, he sees the gases, and that actually tells him that he can easily drone up to 60, no problem. There shouldn't be any early pressure. But there are 4 gateways coming down here, but it's most likely just to go for an expansion play. If he does move out, it's possible, but he hasn't rushed out the warp gate research, so things are going to come down really, really slow. So it's not like he can get in there and do damage really fast. But with 2 additional gateways coming down here, this could actually signal that he will try to go something, and another one on the natural, so he definitely will commit to something now.
Oh, wow, yeah, absolutely. That takes him up to 7 gateways plus 1. That's pressure. I mean, there's no other reason to actually have it. The only more extreme thing you could do is actually to go 8, which is more often than not more of an all-in-ish style play. It can be very damaging to your economy if you don't really do a hefty amount of damage to your opponent. The question is, what does Sniper have to actually receive this? He's got the Roach warring up. He's getting the lair up. It's about at the right time. It's certainly not early or anything like that. He's working on +1 missile attacks, so going to be primarily going into Roach at the moment. Could go Roach Hydra, since it is a pure gateway play at this stage.
The thing is, he's been faked out so heavy here at the moment. I mean, he at the moment is thinking that this is just going to be a tech play because he's seen the double gases, but it's actually just very sentry heavy here. I wonder if we are going to see Creator commit to this. He has to commit to it, I think. He's even faking an expansion at the moment with his units on the right-hand side. He can still take it anyway, but the big problem is Creator is so far behind in Immortals, in form of +2 attacks and so on, and this third base still could get cancelled here. So we have to be very careful and see. He's actually hiding units in his main base too, and I think he may actually cancel this third base.
Definitely a possibility of that. That's a lot of chrono boost saved up on the main Nexus, actually. Almost capped out. Designed purely to chrono boost into the warp gates to allow that faster reinforcement. And then immediately we see a big warp in down to the south, out of sight. He's going to be going up against Roach Infester. There's not going to be a huge number of Infestors. The gas count not all that high here for Sniper.
And now he's actually going to move out, so we'll see if he does decide to cancel that next. He's only at 49 probes, he's not continuing to build probes either, and he's actually taking it, and there is the cancellation on that Nexus there, so he's absolutely going to go for it. And to be honest, his opponent has 71 drones. He nowhere near expected this attack to come.
No, he didn't. The Lynx spots something, and they see an awful lot coming in that direction, immediately triggering those 14 Roaches to come out. He's not even going to try to actually get any Infestors out by the looks of it. Maybe he can start a few. He doesn't have the gas to really get a good number of them. Pathogen Glands is not done yet. It will not be done by the time this attack hits, and here it goes. And the Spine Crawler going down almost immediately. Very nice force field on the ramp to prevent an awful lot coming through. And most of those Roaches actually trapped behind this. This is looking extremely grim here already for Sniper.
Yeah, really great fake out here by Creator, playing mind games with his opponent, and he absolutely won that mind game. Even with Roaches coming out, there's 1-1 units, there's absolutely no defense. He has Burrow, but they're just hiding. They're not coming out to, get back in the fight. They're hiding, and Creator will bring that natural hatchery down.
Yeah, this is looking nasty, honestly. I don't see how he can save that, especially not with another sentry coming down. No tunneling claws available. He can't get under there. And even while they're burrowed, and of course there's no robot to detect, it doesn't matter because those Roaches are just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. And Creator.Prime continue to warp in more and more units from that proxy pylon outside of the natural. And this is looking nasty right here for Sniper.
Yeah, this is over, unfortunately, for Sniper. He's trying his best to build units, but there's so many force fields left here for Creator, who absolutely played an amazing little strategy, an amazing little pull-off maneuver here, and it is working for sure. Drones have to run away, and it's not going to work.
Great force fields once again, trapping the majority of the Roaches behind there. A couple of burrows at the front won't really make all that much of a difference. The Stalkers just walking over the burrowed Roaches. They don't care at all at this stage. Incredibly efficient engagements coming in here from Creator. Finally, the Roaches managed to get through and actually do some significant damage. Can they clean this up, though? Not with that number of Stalkers, they can't.
And Sniper ain't sniping nobody today as Creator.Prime goes for the last remaining Roaches. Actually has force fields on top, but very shortly there will be an observer. He has a robotics facility. He can make one if he wants to. And there it is now being chrono boosted out. We have a Twilight Council as well to continue upgrades if need be. And he can always fall back on an expansion if necessary, but it's not. He's already got this in the bag.
No, it isn't necessary at all. And he's like, oh, well, he's still got 29 drones, right? Yeah, he's got one base. This is disastrous here for Sniper, who tries to push in as much as possible to do as much damage as he can, but unfortunately, there is